Hi, I'm Leigh, Lassiter-Counts, and I'm the Internship Coordinator here in the Office of Career Services. My office is upstairs on the second floor in room 240, should you ever need to find me. Welcome to the internship program. I'm excited that you've got a great internship for this semester or the summer, and I'm looking forward to working with you. I just want to go over a couple of regulations and rules to make sure we're on the same page as far as your internship is concerned. I'd hate for you to get to the end of the semester and not be able to count your internship. So there are two minimums for the internship program I want to make sure you're aware of. You need to do a minimum of 120 hours of work over a minimum of 8 weeks. And both of those are set by the faculty. There's not much wiggle room there. If you have already started an internship and you're not going to be able to complete those two issues, please let me know. There is a way you can still get Odyssey credit, and I'd like to work with you on that. So just be aware of those two minimums. I also want to make sure that you've received your syllabus. This internship seminar class is a requirement in order to get credit for your internship. So make sure that you have completed, that you look through that and you're completing the steps along the way. The main thing I want to get across to you is that your internship has 3 parts and they're all equally important. Please make sure, obviously, number one, that you're doing a really good job at your internship. Not only does this reflect on you professionally and as you go out into the world, these folks are going to serve as references for you. Also, it reflects back on Hendrix. We want to send more and more interns out to different internship sites. And so if your internship site has a great experience with you, the likelihood that they're going to host another Hendrix intern is going to be high. And we want to set the path for the next generation of students. So please make sure you're keeping up with your boss. Make sure you're doing your assignments with a glad heart. Make sure that you are representing Hendrix well and representing yourself well. The second part of your internship is with your faculty member. All of you filled out paperwork and your faculty member assigned you different assignments depending on which type of academic credit you're receiving. So please make sure that you are keeping up with the assignments that your faculty members have asked you to complete. Whether that be journals, whether that be check-ins via email or phone, meetings face-to-face, all of that was lined out ahead of time in your paperwork, so please make sure you're keeping up with your faculty member. The one important thing to note here is that while I run the internship program, I do not do any grading. I'm not a faculty member, I'm a staff member. So your grade, your credit, your Odyssey credit, those decisions will come from your faculty members. Please make sure that you're keeping in touch with them throughout your semester or your summer as your internship progresses. The third part is what we're going to talk about today here, the internship seminar part. And you must complete all of the steps and all of the requirements in order to receive credit. So what will happen at the end of the semester or the end of the summer is I will provide your faculty member with your attendance in the classes, your performance on the classwork that you've turned in, whether or not you've turned it in or not, and at the end of the class you'll turn in a portfolio. I will go through that to make sure you've satisfied the Career Services seminar criteria, and then I will pass that along to your faculty member, and so they will have access to that as well. And a lot of them do use your portfolio in their grading decisions, so make sure you do a good job compiling that. Look on your syllabus. There are step-by-step instructions of everything that needs to be included in your portfolio. And one other thing that I like to do to help you through the process is I don't assign all of the portfolio information at the end. So you'll notice we're working as we go through the semester, or as we go through the summer, we're piece by piece working on the different portfolio options. So you're working on a resume and a cover letter now, you're working on interviews in the middle, you're working on your work and your pictures towards the end. All of that goes in the portfolio. So you should be working on it along the way so that it's not all crammed at the end of the semester for you to turn in. So if you have any questions about those different requirements, you can always contact me. Please feel free to do that. That's my job. That's why I'm here, and I want to help you have a great experience. I just want to talk about a few keys to help you with your internship. The number one is be conscious of the way that you look when you appear at work. So some of you are doing internships on farms, and that's obviously a different attire than some of you doing internships in the office. But it's always best to go in on the first couple of days, maybe a little overdressed. Let them tell you, you know what, we do summer casual, or you know what, you can be business casual. You're a student, you don't have to wear a tie, something like that. Let them tell you a little bit about it. Or better than that, check with them when you're filling out your paperwork and you're lining up your internship. Check with your internship site and see what their dress code is. See if they have a dress code. If they don't, ask what's appropriate for you to wear. You never want to be inappropriately dressed in the work site, especially in the summertime when it's hot outside. Ladies particularly have a tendency to wear a sleeveless top or something that might be a little lower cut, either skirt or top. Make sure you're not revealing too much. I know it's hot, but you want to stay professional. And it's an uncomfortable conversation to have if you are dressed inappropriately and your boss has to talk to you about it. So just avoid that altogether. Make sure you're dressed professionally and dressed sharply. And even if you are working somewhere like a farm or a camp or a state park, and they say, you know what, just wear khaki shorts and a t-shirt, wear jeans and a t-shirt, be conscious of the kinds of t-shirts you're wearing. You know, here on the Hendricks campus, a lot goes, and there's no big deal, and we have lots of funny t-shirts with funny sayings, but some of those are not appropriate in a work setting, even if you are just getting dirty down in the mud, you know, getting weeds out or whatever. So, you know, keep your more risque saying t-shirts in the drawer and wear those around town, but keep in mind that that too also has a reflection on how you're seen at the job, and you know, if someone were to stop by the farm or you were to help a patron at the state park and you've got a VZ Luau I got laid t-shirt on, not so appropriate. So just make sure you're appropriate in that manner, even if it is a t-shirt. I also want to talk to you about professional attitude. It's important. I know a lot of you are doing unpaid internships, and especially you're poor college students, and it's really hard to justify going to work every day or going to work 3 days a week. Maybe you're even commuting into Little Rock or commuting into your work site, so you're paying gas money and you're still not getting paid for the work you're doing. I want to encourage you to work hard, work as hard as you can, make a great impression with your site, even if you aren't getting paid, because this can help you so much longer in your professional life. Think about what you're going to be doing after graduation. Maybe it's applying to graduate school. Maybe it's applying for jobs in the real world. Maybe it's applying for service opportunities. The folks that you're working with right now are going to be your resources for references, for networking opportunities, and you need to make a really great impression with them. So try to go into your internship with a positive attitude, regardless of if you're getting a paycheck or not, because your paycheck will come at the end. After this experience is over and you need those resources from your members of the community, they're really going to come in, and that's where your payback will happen on the back end. So I know it's a little frustrating, and sometimes it's hard to put a smile on your face, but I really hope that you'll try hard to make a good impression and try not to hold it against your employer if you aren't getting paid. I have a friend who's an alum who hosts interns, and he's a lawyer. And so if it can help you understand this a little bit better, he gets paid $200 an hour when he does his legal work. Well, if he spends 120 hours with an intern, that's $200 an hour he's missing out on because he's training an intern or he's working with an intern. So if you put it in those perspectives, your employment site is really making an investment in you. They're making an investment in you to make sure that you're going to be a professional, that you're going to have great opportunities. And so they really are putting a lot of resources towards you and towards this educational experience. So you may not be seeing it as money in your pocket, but you'll definitely gain the benefits down the road. So just kind of keep that in mind. I know it's difficult, but I hope that that will kind of help boost your spirits as far as that's concerned. And also consider this internship as a job, even if you aren't getting paid. You must attend. If you set a schedule and say, I'm going to be there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 to 5, you need to be there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 to 5. Unless you're really sick or something has come up, a death in the family, something like that, treat this as a professional job. This is not like class that you can just skip if you want to, and I know a lot of you don't, but it's a little different than things here on campus where attendance policies are more relaxed and that kind of thing. So keep in mind that this is a professional setting. If you say you're going to be there, you need to be there, and if something comes up, you want to talk to your boss and give them plenty of time to prepare, especially if you're doing work that goes directly towards the work of the mission, and you're doing some big important projects. You don't want to get behind on deadlines, and you don't want to always be calling and say, oh, I'm 30 minutes late, oh, I'm stuck in traffic. Plan ahead, be on time, be responsible, be professional. That's what you need to do. The last thing I want to let you know about is think about what you're going to be gaining from this internship. Think about, some of you are getting class credit for this, so this is counting as part of your Hendricks education. Some of you are getting Odyssey credit for this. It's kind of across the board on the different types of credit. But more than just ticking a box on your audit sheet for graduation, what I want you to think about is what you can gain from this internship. What is it going into this internship you want to get? Is it professional experience? Is it hours for professional school? Maybe you're looking to go to medical school or dental school and you need to spend time with a professional. Maybe it's hours to sit for the CPA. A lot of you have different reasons for taking internships, and I just want you to think about that ahead of time so that as you go through the internship, you can get the most out of it. Make the most of your internship. It's not up to your employment side, it's not up to your faculty member, and it's not up to me to get the most out of this internship. It's up to you. This internship is what you make of it, and you need to make the best of it. So having the right attitude, having the right dress, coming to work on time, all of those things will incorporate into a great internship for you. The last thing I want to talk about are just a few legal things. You all signed a contract, which means that you will participate in this internship. If something comes up where you cannot complete your internship, you need to let me know immediately. Maybe I can help you salvage the situation. Maybe we need to take you out of an internship site, but I need to be involved. Your faculty member needs to be involved. And remember that we are here to help you. In those legal agreements, I am here to represent you. I'm here to help you. If something comes up on your work site that makes you uncomfortable, that you feel like you shouldn't be doing, or anything along those lines, please let me know as soon as possible. Also, let me know as soon as possible if you're really just not getting along at your internship site. Maybe something's just a little off, it's not what you were expected, or if your goals are not being met. So let's say at the beginning of the internship, your internship site said you're going to do A, B, and C. Well, if you are not doing A, B, and C, you're doing something completely different, or you feel like you've been misled, please come talk to me immediately. Call, email, you've got all my contact information. I can help you address that with your internship site, and hopefully we can get it back on track so that you can still have a really good experience. So please check in with me. Please know I'm here as a resource for you, and the more you talk to me about your internship and issues or problems or things that are going great, the more I can help you and the more I can help future students. So use me as a resource. That's what I'm here for. You're not going to be bothering me, and especially in those legal or uncomfortable situations, I need to be consulted immediately. So I want to help you with that situation. So I'll give you my contact information again, just in case you need it. My email is through our website. It's Lassiter-Counts@hendrix.edu. My direct line in the office is 501-450-1439, or you can contact, if I'm not in, you can contact the Career Services main line and someone will be able to help you. And that number is 501-450-1440.